It's Tuesday and it's time for a tip. So, you've heard me talk about the 5 components of wealth building, and one of those components is spirituality. Today, I want to talk to you about spirituality. My tip today is this: get on the right frequency. Yes, get on the right frequency. So, you might ask, what does that have to do with spirituality? Well, I want to talk about what I have in my hand. It's my journal, and I make it a part of my daily routine, either in the morning or in the evening before I go to bed, to write in my journal. I use my journal as a way to sometimes have prayer with the Lord by writing Him a letter. I may reflect on the things that I'm grateful for throughout the day, or I might in the mornings just discuss what I want to achieve throughout the day and seek guidance from Him as to the tasks that I need to take on and what I want to accomplish in that day. I use this as one means of prayer time because it's important that we use some method to communicate with the Lord, but not just to ask the Lord for things or for us to just talk to Him, but for us to listen and hear from Him as well. And if we want to hear from the Lord or the Holy Spirit from any type of clarity, we have to be on the right frequency. And so, just like a radio, when you turn the dial, you want to tune it to the right station so that you can hear clearly. Well, the same needs to happen in your prayer time or in your communications with God. And you might ask, well, how do I fine tune it so that I can hear with clarity? Well, just like anything, it takes some practice and some discipline and some daily habits of making sure that you get into His Word and read the Bible. But as well, you can hear from the Lord and communicate with Him in many different ways in your prayer time, in whatever form that takes. And you can hear from Him from a man or woman of God. And you can hear from Him by just taking some moments of quiet, silence, and seeking His presence so that He and the Holy Spirit can speak to you. But you must do that routinely. You must put God first each day by taking the time to speak with Him and listen for Him to give you answers. I will write things out, and as I'm praying to the Holy Spirit, I will sometimes get those answers back as I'm writing. I may approach my writing as sort of a stream of consciousness where I just write what's on my mind, everything that's coming across my mind. And sometimes that may not meet or make sense, but it all in the end gives me an opportunity to relieve some stress and to get some things out on paper. And then have some clear thought at the end of that writing to hear from the Lord, to hear what He's saying with clarity. He communicates to us sometimes, even some of us, through dreams. But we have to be in tune. We have to be studying His ways of communicating. There's so many examples in the Bible of how He's done that. We have to be seeking Him in order to hear from Him. So I urge you to get on the right frequency. And as always, I'll see you on the next day of the week. It starts with a T.